people. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. There are a couple of sayings. Nothing exceeds like excess. It seems as if social media, the more extreme that you can get, is the more likes, is the more views that you are going to get. And people, it seems as if the uniform, the badge of the JCF, is on full display again for all the wrong reasons. I am speaking about some pictures and videos that are out there with a young lady performing all sorts of pleasure to a next man. Well, not a next man, to a man. However, she is wearing a uniform that seems like the JCF could be a replica. Maybe she ordered it online. It had on the JCF badge. She had everything they had. She had the whole uniform, including bulletproof vest on. However, people, she was taking some sorts of long tool in her mouth, down her throat. Now, people, we have to be mindful that this is social media. So therefore, believe half of what you see, believe half of what you hear. People know that controversy and drama, especially sex, sells. They know that if they are seen in a regular uniform, people are going to be like, just another day in paradise, just another attention-seeking HOE, looking for a spotlight, looking for her 15 minutes of fame in the sunlight, in the spotlights. This lady got some sort of uniform. Don't know if the person that is the recipient of the blow was an officer and he had some sorts of JCF fetish, and him say, you know, say, I want you put on my uniform. You know, say, after you put on the uniform, I want you put my little teely in your mouth, in your vocal cavity or vocal cavity, whatever it is called, amongst other places. People, you know what I talk about. The front door. Did not see that video. I am not going to say that this lady is a part of the JCF. I am going to say that maybe the recipient was a member or is a member of the JCF. And she wanted to promote her thing because she have some sort of thing say, champion shorts. People, that says it all. I do not have to explain like them say. Whatever is obvious does not need to be explained. So therefore, there was some sort of symbiotic relationship going on. That means that if this was indeed an officer, he was the recipient of the joy and she was getting all the promotion that she needs using the JCF badge of honor or that of dishonor down in her throat. People, I don't tell no lie. I am not going to say that there are no members of the JCF that have that skill set to do what she was doing. However, this seems as if she is some sort of pro. She has a couple of thousands of mileage down in her throat, pan the throat-o-meter. The moral of the story is this. Jamaica is a loose ball place. Jamaica is a anything goes place. You cannot take the MP, you can't take the Prime Minister, you can't take the JCF serious. So therefore, this lady knows, say, listen, people like all sorts of BS, people like all sorts of immoral, unethical stuff. So in her frame of thoughts, she is probably thinking that she is going with the law of supply and demand. She is giving the people exactly what they want, what they like to see. Because people, let's face it, everybody always want to try to sound as if they are upful and righteous and holier than thou. However, if you're checking at the closet, it is full of all sorts of skeleton and skeletal remains of the freaky type. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, people, we have heard of DEATH at a wedding. We've heard about DEATH at a final send-off. In Jamaica, whichever combination that you like or dislike, it could happen. I am speaking about two persons that lost their life in a Waterford. Waterford is in Portmore, that is in St. Catherine, Sunday evening. Based on the information, it is said that a man known as Jason Ivy, government name, he was at his party having a grand old time when he was confronted by a man. The man blazed him up a couple of times, at least one in the melon. There was an old lady, a senior citizen, that was standing right beside him when he fell by the collapse of the toll. She also collapsed. Don't know if when she fell, she hit her head. She was also out. A next person, innocent bystander, was also cornered up by some sorts of strayers, meaning corn. So people, at the end of the day, what is supposed to be a celebration of one's birth end up in being one's DEATH. Granny that don't have anything to do with anything, just from shock, maybe her heart was not as good as we would have liked. She also fell out. Both or all three persons were taken to the place of recovery. Two of them were pronounced Jason and Granny. The next person got treated and was let go. People, this is what we call tragedy. However, this is Jamaica. It is now normalized. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, same old SHIT, different place. This place, Olympic Gardens, based on the information, it is said that 3GUNMEN roll up on a spot, start to blaze up all sorts of corn. Coincidentally, the po-po was in the area. Squaddy said to squaddy, you hear that, hear them loud sound. They decided that they are going to investigate the scene of the crime. When them pull up, them buck up on three man with all sorts of tool. Needless to say, some sorts of confrontation. After the smoke cleared, one man was hit, he was down. They found some sort of firepiece with ammunition. They then did some sort of operation close by. They found two other people said to be his accomplices. They also found two other tools. Needless to say, those men are now in the custody of the po-po. People, I do not know for the life of me why whenever these po-po are confronted in any sort of SHOOT out with these people, and then when them catch them, they are saving their lives. JCF members, you are not the paramedics. You are not in the business of saving lives. You are in the business of taking away lives, especially the lives of people that send people's life to a place where people don't live. May I talk about MURDERERS. If somebody try to take you out, you should try to make sure that if them do you bad, you do them worse. It is a simple policy. I don't know if you did not get the memo. However, it seems as if you are getting soft. And the more softer that you get is the more brazen and brawling these gunmen get. However, I understand sometimes when you go for the suspect, people have all sorts of video camera pretty much mashing up the scene of the crime. Point blank and period. So people, at the end of the day, three of them confronted the po-po. One is gone. Should have been three. However, they caught the other two. And hopefully, based on the po-po report, they are going to test these two firepieces in which they seized to see if any of them have any sorts of association with the SHOOT out. People, with this fresh new 15, hopefully these people get a couple of decades in the jail where they belong. But we would have hoped, ideally, they would have ended up down a modern or Dovecut. But we understand to be human is to make error, and the po-po made an error again like they've done on several occasions. Hopefully they will learn from their mistake and put these persons in the proper place. Put things into proper perspective. Send a message, send a warning, make sure that this warning is delivered and these persons are pronounced. These people go to live where people that no longer lives. Point blank and period. Thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.